Seen both these teams, both of them very impressive in their opening victories. Portville defeating Cuba last week and just shutting down Cuba completely. Bolivar having a tough game of it with Allegheny, but defeating Allegheny because of their star Mike Darling taking over in just about every category. Big battle between quarterbacks, John Milne of Portville and Mike Darling of Bolivar, both wearing number 11. They both kick. They both do everything.
The only thing they don't do is sell popcorn together.
And, of course, the linebacking crew of Portville will put the test to Darling today, I'm sure. They have some quick linebackers led by number 58, Doug Doty. And Darling himself is a very quick linebacker, so I think all around, defensively and offensively, we're going to see a lot of action. I don't think we'll see a lot of points, though.
That's true. I think it'll be a tough game, but we have an excellent afternoon for football, partly cloudy skies. Now here's our national anthem. Hey!
Up there? Another extension? Hallway? Can you plug in up there? Okay, you're okay. He's okay up there.
The Portville Central School Band marching on the field and doing the national anthem for today's game. Bolivar and Portville, both teams 1-0 opening victories, and either of these two teams could go undefeated. They do have tough schedules, but they also have very, very tough teams.
That's true, Greg, and as we said, it looks like probably one of the better games we'll have this year. Last night we saw a very much improved Allegheny team beat Emporium 26-0. And that might come down to a nice little game at the end of the year with Portville and Allegheny. Of course, it's always a tough game anyway, as the two are rivals, but still, all in all, it should be a good one if Portville can keep the momentum they started last week with the Cuba victory, and Allegheny can keep up what they did last night. Real strong game from almost everyone on that Allegheny team.
Both offensively and defensively, Allegheny played quite well. Right now, the captains are at midfield, meeting with the officials and meeting with each other, and we'll have the toss of the coin. Captain's out there for Bolivar, Darling, the quarterback, number 11, and also they have number 60, Sean All, out there.
Okay, we have the starting lineups this afternoon for Bolivar, and we'll announce the offensive starting lineup. Number 21, the tight end, will be Scott McKay. He's a senior. Number 76 at left tackle will be Tim Stives. The left guard, Sean All, one of the captains on the Bolivar team, number 60. The center is Todd Johnson, number 53. The right guard, Ron Ratzel, 64. Right tackle will be Greg Cooper, number 74. The split end will be senior number 82, Chad Stark. The backfield will have quarterback Mike Darling, number 11. The halfbacks will be junior, number 34, Tom Dempsey, and a sophomore, number 33, Scott Childs. And the fullback will be number 44, Larry Smith. And that's the starting offensive unit for Bolivar. As of yet, we don't have the Portville starting lineup.
Okay, and if we want to look at the Portville offense, I'm sure they'll start with Milne at quarterback. Of course, Emily last week, phenomenal game, 154 yards. He just broke everything against Cuba last week.
The fullback probably will be Dave Ouderkirk, number 30, and Portville using a wingback for much of the time last week, which is number 20, Jack Cooper. The center, of course, big number 58, Jim Holcomb, and he did an excellent job last week, or I'm sorry, he's number 55. The guards were, I believe, number 58, Doug Doty. And looking down our lineup here, I believe the other one was Fran Williams, number 62. The tackles were Dubats, number 69, and Wolfer, number 75. And the ends, Gunlaw, number 84. And the other split end was number 80, Ron McLaren. And that was the starting lineup last week for Portville. Portville is going to kick off as Bolivar won the toss. Portville will be kicking off, I believe it's going to be against a wind this afternoon. I'm not positive about that. The wind seems to be blowing across the field. If there's any downfield advantage, I believe Portville is going to be kicking into the wind here for the first quarter.
That is right. As we look to the flag to the far end of the field on the right, Portville will be kicking with the wind at their back. I want to thank today's fine sponsors, and they are Pizza Land. Pizza, wings, or just about anything you want to eat, Pizza Land. And a fine new restaurant in Portville, the Rosewood Restaurant. Ron Sosnowski has taken over that business and doing a good job with that. We'll tell you specials from both of those places later on in the game. Here's the kick, Gary.
Okay, the kick comes down to number 82, Stark for Bolivar. He's up to the 20-yard line. He's got a hole, and he gets out over the 30 before he is put down hard by number 32, Tony Scafaro, and also number 42, Rick Kennedy. So it's going to be first down and 10 for Bolivar. The ball outside of the 30-yard line at the 32. As we said, the quarterback for Bolivar, Mike Darling, number 11. He'll have in his backfield number 41, Lanny Smith, number 33, Childs, and number 34, Dempsey. They send Stark out wide to the left side, and in the wing position is number 34, Dempsey. Darling hands the ball off to Childs, running to the right, and he is stopped in there for little or no gain, and making the tackle on the play, number 58, Doug Doty, and he was helped by number 80, Rod McLaren. So no gain on the play. Portville catching him right off the bat for that and making it second and long. Stark this time comes out wide to the right for Bolivar. The backs are split, and Dempsey is a wingback on the left side. A handoff goes to Childs was the wingback. The handoff goes to Dempsey as he hits up to the 35-yard line. Making the tackle for Portville, number 82. Or I'm sorry, it was now number 82, number 62, Fran Williams. A gain of 3 on the play. Third down and 7 to go. The ball just out over the 35-yard line. Bolivar comes up with Stark wide to the right. Number 33, Dempsey, now splits off to the left side. The remaining backs in the divide, and back-to-back passes Darling. He's got a man out here. It is incomplete as number 82, Stark, dropped the ball. He was covered in there by number 11, McMillan, and number 80, McLaren. It's going to be fourth down, and Bolivar will be kicking the ball away. Going back deep for Portville will be number 44, Tim Emily, and number 30, Dave Outerkirk, and a short man, number 88. That is Matt Picone.
Darling didn't have much chance on that pass. Chris Holcomb, some good coverage on the play by the quick linebackers. Portville, Holcomb, Emily, and Doty. Watch for them today. Very quick.
Doing the kicking is number 58, Mike Darling. Now, we had both teams going offside. They call Bolivar offside, or illegal motion, that is. Number 58, Doty, actually went across the line. I'm surprised they didn't call encroachment first, because he took off. Just went across the line, and then the Bolivar player moves. So a break for Portville is the 5-yard penalty. Takes the ball back to the 30-yard line, and that is where number 11, Mike Darling, will kick the ball away. Good snap back, and here's the kick by Darling. A high kick. It is short. Number 30, Outerkirk, lets the ball bounce. It takes a Bolivar bounce, and it is running around and finally down at the 30-yard line. So a good bounce, and it ends up a 40-yard kick for number 11, Mike Darling. And Portville now has their first chance on offense. They'll start from the 30-yard line.
And John Milne leads the team out. The quarterback, number 11, last week, Milne led the Portville Panthers to a victory over Cuba. They'll have, as we said earlier, the split ends, Gunlaw and McLaren. Emily, Outerkirk, and Cooper will start in the backfield.
Cooper is out wide on the wing, and number 80, McLaren, out to the right, and Gunlaw off to the left. And there's a handoff to Emily. Emily hitting up over the 30 before he stopped in there by number 60, Sean All. We also had a penalty flag as the play started. Actually, they give him about a yard gain, maybe a little bit more. They have illegal procedure called on Portville, and we'll see if Bolivar will take that penalty.
I'm sure they will set Portville back just a little bit more. And negate the play.
Nice afternoon for football, a lot better than what I was expecting, as I had heard we were going to get rain for much of this afternoon last night, and seems to be a very good day. Partly cloudy skies.
The wind is a little cold, just a little chilly, but a lot of people turned out for the game today.
That's true. As we were mentioning before we went on the air, this is actually the Route 417 battle between Bolivar and Portville.
And right now, both defenses playing tough.
Bolivar has accepted the penalty, and the ball comes back to the 25-yard line. Portville will start there, 1st and 15. We said both quarterbacks have excellent arms, and they also have the thing that has to go along with those arms. They have good receivers. Portville comes out now with Gunlaw wide to the left, McLaren wide to the right. Cooper is in a slot to the right, and the backs out are Kirk and Emily in the I formation. Milne hands off to Emily. Emily trying to get around the right side, and he's going to be stopped by a shirt sleeve tackle by number 11, Mike Darling. And that is going to be for little or no gain. I believe they're marking it as no gain, so 2nd down and 15. Right off the bat, we see Mr. Darling in action. 2nd down, 15, no gain on the play for Emily. That play looked like it was slow starting at time.
Also, it's a little different. Those two plays, running plays from Portville, a little different than last week. Emily not getting off as quick with the Bolivar defense.
Portville comes out with the same formation. This time left is Cooper. There's a fake to number 84. Gunlaw. The pass is completed to McLaren. He's going down the sideline, and he may take it in for a touchdown. He is not going to be stopped. A 75-yard pass play from John Milne to Rod McLaren, and Portville is on the board, 6-0.
Oh, big mistake there by the Bolivar safety.
I believe it was Childs, number 33, who was back there. Maybe it wasn't. I'm not sure, but he went.
It was 83, Mike Wolfgang. And he tried to cut in front of McLaren on the pass to intercept, went for the interception, and all McLaren had to do was scoot in from the sideline with nobody else around. It was a big gamble, awful big gamble for Wolfgang to take. And it turns into a Portville touchdown.
And I'll tell you, Mr. McLaren showed a lot of speed on that. As soon as he caught the ball, he was down the sideline. No one had a chance at him on that one. Here's the try for the extra point. John Milne kicking, and the kick goes straight through the uprights, and Portville takes a 7-0 lead early in the first quarter. Just 8 minutes and 50 seconds to go here. Portville getting off to an impressive start. That time, John Milne hit his man perfectly with that pass. He did not try to line drive it. If he would have, it would have been an interception and a touchdown for Wolfgang. He threw it high arch, nice soft touch over the top of Wolfgang, right into the arms of McLaren. McLaren ran the other 60 yards in for the touchdown. Excellent play by Portville.
And they jumped right out on top. And with their defense, they are going to be tough this afternoon. I would imagine Portville, once they get a lead, can do a pretty good job of holding it, but we're really early into today's game.
Okay, the team's getting set for the kickoff now. Milne will be kicking off for Portville, and back deep, number 82 Stark and number 34 Dempsey. They are the deep men, and then up about 20 yards ahead of them, number 21 McKay and number 24 Dave Button. Milne has the ball teed up, and he's waiting for the official to give him the signal to proceed. 7-0, Portville on top with just over 3 minutes gone here in the opening quarter. A 75-yard pass play from John Milne to Rod McLaren. We still have people coming into this ball game. We're going to have a nice crowd this afternoon. Here's the kickoff by Milne. It's high end over end at 10, taking it to 10-yard line is Stark. He's running straight up the middle. He's got a hole to go through. He's up to the 35 and tackled at the 37.
Well, Pat Sherwin there for Portville saved a touchdown. He just got his hand on the toe of Stark, or he was gone. The Portville coverage team just totally broke down in that play. A couple players fell down. There was not really a terrific amount of blocking on that play, but the hole opened up right in the middle.
As a matter of fact, I think if Stark had cut to his right instead of his left, he would have been right up the middle for a touchdown. As he had a big hole to run through the middle, he decided to go to the left and was brought down. Bolivar comes out 1st and 10. They have two men out wide. A quick pass to number 82, Stark, and he's trying to get around Milne. He's not going to do it, so a short gain on the play. John Milne coming up to make the tackle on Chad Stark, and there's going to be about a 2-yard gain. Well, now a 1-yard gain. The referee spotting the ball to 34. So it's going to be second down. It is a 2-yard gain. Second down, about 8 to go for Bolivar. Stark coming out of the ball game now for Bolivar. And he has been replaced by number 80. That is Dave Youngs. Youngs comes out wide to the right side, the short side of the field. Off on a wing to the left side is Dempsey, number 30, or Childs, number 33. With the ball is Darling. Darling is hit. He breaks loose and gets up to about the 45-yard line of Bolivar. There's a flag on the play.
It's going to be against Portville for some unsportsmanlike conduct. Now another flag goes up. And it's going to be on Chris Holcomb as they push him away. He was a little upset. And I think the one who should be upset is Doug Doty. He had a chance to get Darling for about a 3-yard loss and didn't grab a hold of him. Darling broke loose and turned it into a 4 or 5-yard gain. Gain of 5 for Darling.
Okay, and I believe it's a double foul on Portville. If that happens, we might see a 30-yard penalty here.
Unless the first referee didn't see the...
It was one on each, I guess. So we may get offsetting penalties. I thought he called both of them on Portville. Okay, the ball will stay at the 45-yard line as the play will go, and they will not penalize anyone, but referees immediately going to show their influence here as they're going to cool things down. So a nice gain despite some rough sledding there for number 11, Mike Darling. He picked up 5 yards. He's at the 45-yard line, and it's going to be third down and about 2 to go now for Bolivar. Number 80, Youngs, is wide to the left side. Off the slot to the right is Dempsey, number 34. Quarterback sneak by Darling, and he is probably not going to make the first down as he's stopped by that front line of Portville. Right on top is number 55, Holcomb.
Well, Gary, the officials are going to mark his forward progress, and I think he's got it from here.
Okay, the referees are signaling for a measurement.
He was pushed back, but his original progress, I believe, got him the first down. Down to 7:07 here in the first quarter of play. Portville and Bolivar, and so far a good, tough, hard-fought game.
And we expected that. People still coming in this ball game as we can see they're coming up the road to Portville School. And we have a pretty good crowd on the other side of the field from Bolivar. And the stands here at on the Portville side pretty much filled.
And he got the first down.
Okay, it is first down and 10 to go for Bolivar with the ball now at the 47-yard line as Bolivar tries to come back from the shock of that first opening touchdown. Big 75-yard pass play. You couldn't have drawn it out better in the paper. Youngs comes out for Bolivar wide to the right side. They have Childs in the wingback position just off the tight end, McKay, on the left. And number 11, Darling, is going to be hit and dropped for a loss by number 62, Fran Williams. Williams just went right over the top of the center and got Darling before he could get into that play. It looked like they were going to try to sweep to the left side with possibly Dempsey carrying the ball, but Darling never had a chance to get rid of the ball. He turned around to pitch it, and number 62, Williams, was right there for a 2-yard loss. Second down and 12 to go now for Bolivar. The ball back to the 45-yard line. Quick pitch to number 33, Childs. Childs has some running room out to the left side. He's around the end and still going. There's a fumble, and I believe it's out of bounds. Okay, you did fumble out of bounds, but Childs gets into Portville territory at the 35, and that's going to be a first down for Bolivar. A 20-yard run for number 33, Scott Childs. Quick pitch that time as Childs was the wingback out there, and he got the ball from Darling immediately and was around that end. Quarterback, I should say the defensive back on defense, John Milne, just was not fast enough to catch Childs around that end. Number 34, Dempsey's wide to the right side this time, and the first back through is number 33, Childs, and he has short yardage down inside the 35-yard line.
Stacking up that play, Rob Wolfer for Portville. They have a tough defensive line as well as that linebacking crew. Williams, Wolfer anchoring it there. Also on the front line, Tom Dubas.
4-yard gain, make that for Childs. It's second down and 6. Ball now on the Portville 31-yard line as Bolivar tries to get something going here in the first quarter. Number 11, Darling, brings the team up. Dempsey is out wide to the left side. Start back in the game to the right. Number 44 has the ball for Bolivar. And we do not have a 44 on our program, sorry to say.
Well, anyway, 44 for Portville. Tim Emily made the stop, and he made a fine tackle on that play.
3 yards for Bolivar on the play. It's 3rd down and 3 to go. The ball now inside the 30 at the 28-yard line.
And
we'll hopefully find out who 44
that's going to be Lanny Smith.
Okay, that could be Lanny Smith, number 44. 3rd down, 3 to go for Bolivar. A quick pass out to the left side to number 34, Dempsey. Dempsey rolls down close to the 1st down at the 25. He was tackled by Picone and also number 85 in the ball game for Portville, and that is Jerry Hollenby. And we're going to get a measurement as that ball is sitting right on the 35-yard line, and another close call here for the officials. About a 3-yard gain in that play, and it's right, the ball sitting right directly on the 25-yard line. And it is short, they say, by a foot. So 4th down for Bolivar on the Portville 25. It is short by a foot. No, it isn't. Referee having a little trouble lining things up. But anyways, they have now called it a 1st down. First indication was that they were going to be a foot short, and then they remeasured, and it was they had it by about half the length of the football.
And Bolivar, a big drive for them after that big 75-yard passing play from Portville. If Bolivar can stick it in here.
Dave Button is the wingback now to the right side for Bolivar. Quick pitch back to Childs. Childs hurdles over the line and gets down inside the 20-yard line to about the 18, and that is a 7-yard gain. Childs went way up in the air over the top of that pile up in front of him. Finally bringing him down was number 55, Holcomb. Now they mark the ball. He was downed at the 20-yard line. 4 minutes and 7 seconds to go here in the first period with a 7-0 lead. And it is, there's a timeout on the field, an official's timeout, and we'll have to see what's going on. But a 5-yard gain that time for number 34 or 33 Childs.
Right now, Childs has 4 carries and 29 yards on the afternoon. 20 of it coming on that big run sweep on the left side. But Bolivar coming right back, and that's class of a good football team, Gary.
That's true. They have
earned on that big play.
2nd down now for Bolivar. 5 to go on the 20-yard line of the Portville Panthers. Out wide is Stark to the left. There's straight handoff to Smith. Smith's got a big hole on the right side. He's finally brought down by Holcomb, but he's down to around the 10-yard line, and it's another 1st down for Portville, or for Bolivar, that is. Ball is going to be marked at around the 12. It's 1st down and 10 now for Bolivar as they knock on the door here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 now, and coming up, Bolivar sends Button out wide to the right side. Stark is out wide to the left. Smith and Childs are in a divide behind quarterback Darling. And we're going to get an illegal motion by Bolivar. The tight end, McKay, number 21, took off before the play was snapped. And it's going to be a 5-yard penalty on Bolivar. And you really don't want to see that if you're a Bolivar fan.
They do not want to see that at all. But it's going to happen, and it's going to set them back and give their offense another test.
Seems that Bolivar had that trouble last week, too, against Allegheny, as they were caught for motion several times in the game.
They had quite a few penalties last week, and they had quite a few fumbles. They had some turnovers, but they still won the game, and Coach Bob Dunsmore said it was good to win the game, but there's a lot of things we had to correct, and hopefully they corrected them this week for Bolivar's sake.
1st and 15 now for Bolivar. The ball is at the 17. Button out wide to the right. Number 82, Stark, is to the left. There's that quick pitch to Childs. He's got a big blocker behind him, and he cuts in behind number 76. Kevin Neese, I believe. No relation. And the gain for Childs was about 10 yards, as it's going to be 2nd down and 5 to go at the 7-yard line. A nice run that time by Childs on that. It's a quick pitch. Now, Kevin's name is spelled N-I-C-E. I don't know whether to pronounce it. Second down, 5 to go. Ball at the Portville 7-yard line, and number 11, Darling, is caught behind the line by number 58, Doug Doty, and number 64, Dave Smith. As I believe that was going to be a bootleg by Darling. He was just going to, everything went to the left. He was going to try to sweep the right all by himself. And he was caught for a loss of 2 yards. It's going to be third down and 8 to go. The ball back at the 9-yard line.
Big thing on that play, the Bolivar line is supposed to all move left. And, of course, 64 Smith and Doty are supposed to go right with him. But they didn't. And Darling was left all alone, and he walked right into trouble.
Third down, 8 to go. Stark wide to the right. Childs off on a wing to the left side. There's a fumble, and it looks like Portville has the ball. Snap was fumbled between the center and Mike Darling, number 11, and coming off the ball is number 64, Dave Smith. So Portville recovers a fumble at their own 10-yard line, and they have the ball. First and 10. We have just under 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Ball sitting at the 11-yard line. First and 10 for Portville. McLaren is wide to the left side, and number 84, Gunlaw, was to the right side, and the referee just threw a penalty flag as both teams got set to work that play. And the referee's now going to mark off. And it is going to be a 5-yard penalty back to the 5-yard line. And I didn't catch that signal. I can't tell you what the penalty was. It was not a motion penalty or anything.
Legal procedure call, I believe.
Okay, but it's first and 15. Now the ball now on the Portville 5-yard line. Panthers have both ends in tight. Cooper the wing to the left side. Number 11, Milne, hands the ball up to Emily. Emily is hit by his own man, and he's going to be hit for a loss. Emily ran into his own blocker that time, was knocked sideways, and he fell over.
Play never really developed good because Tom Dubats was right in the backfield almost, and Emily ran right into him, bounced off, and that knocked him off stride. There was a hole there for Emily to get around the end.
That's
and
true.
Some running room.
But he was knocked to the ground by his own player, and it ends up a 2-yard loss. Second down, 17 to go. The ball is now sitting on the 3-yard line. Portville has the ends out wide this time. McLaren and Gunlaw. Quick pass out to number 84, Gunlaw. And the pass was overthrown. And there's another penalty flag on the play. I believe an illegal motion penalty has been called on the Portville Panthers.
I think Bolivar probably will decline this and make it third down.
I would think so, because it's third down, a long ways to go, and if they do take the penalty, they give Portville an extra down. They only gain about 1.5 yards.
And they will not take the penalty, so it's third down and 17. And Portville really has not too much of a play selection on this play here. They're just going to have to run it up the middle and then get the punter.
Room for the punter. Of course, the big advantage for Portville is when they do kick the ball away, they'll have the wind at their back. So if the punter can get a good kick away, they will put Bolivar back at least reasonably far enough away from their goal line. It is referee still discussing this with the Bolivar captain, Darling. And I believe we have not had a signal yet whether they've declined or accepted it. Looks like they have declined it. Okay, it has been declined. Illegal motion by Portville declined. It's going to be third down, 17 to go. The ball on the 3-yard line. Portville coming up to the line. Center Holcomb coming up. Okay, Portville's going to call timeout. Number 84, Gunlaw, called the timeout for Portville as Coach Kevin Curran's going out on the field. And he's going to talk to his players. Curran had signaled for timeout, was trying to get the attention of his players, and finally was able to do so. And Portville calls their first timeout of the first half. Of course, they'll have 2 more to go. 7-0, the Panthers out in front of the Bolivar Bulldogs with 43 seconds to go in the first period.
Don't forget today's game is brought to you by Pizza Land, 1018 Portville Olean Road next to the Portville Drive-In. And we'll tell you a little bit about their football special this fall coming up in the second quarter. Also, today's game is brought to you by the Rosewood Restaurant. And they have a lot of specials that you can check out. Rosewood open now under new management, new ownership, Don Sosnowski. And they will be bringing you the fourth quarter of today's football game.
Both coaches out on the field talking to their players. The defensive coach for Bolivar, Judd Foy, is out there. And Coach Kevin Curran for Portville is out there. Now both teams are getting set for play. I'm sure that Coach Curran was just out there and telling them exactly what play he wanted run in this important situation for Portville. I believe that may have been the only reason he called timeout.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Milne keep it himself here. They don't want to risk a handoff or anything in that territory.
Third down now and 17. Portville on their 3-yard line. Both of their offensive backs are lined up in the end zone. A quick kick is on for this time. Number 30, Ouderkirk, kicks the ball, and he gets a good bounce. The ball coming into Bolivar territory, and it is going to be downed at the Bolivar 39. We have a penalty flag down, though. There's a penalty flag on the play. Portville quick kicked that ball as they snapped it directly to number 30, Ouderkirk, the fullback, and he kicked it and got a big bounce. Now the play is, I believe, going to be called back.
That's going to be a tough break for Portville. They got the nicest bounce you can get off a kick.
The ball is coming back. And they're going to get about a 1.5 yard penalty here. The original line of scrimmage, the 3-yard line. And we'll have to see what they're going to call here. But the ball now is going to be about the 1.5 yard line. Okay, I did not see a signal. I don't know what happened. Maybe another motion penalty on Portville, but it's still third down, and now it's 19 yards to go. The ball on the 1.5 yard line. Portville sends their ends out wide. And this time, number 11 is tackled in the end zone for a safety. Milne tried to hit number 84, Gunlaw. Gunlaw was covered, and Milne was tackled in there by number 62 for Bolivar. That is Jeff McDonald. Jeff McDonald getting the safety for the Bolivar Bulldogs. And the Portville is going to have to punt the ball away now as Bolivar gets on the board thanks to their defense. It is now 7-2.
I don't understand that call, Gary. They were on their own 1.5 yard line, and to go back to pass, anything can go wrong on that pass. A guy can get right through the line quick. The pass play takes a little longer to develop. It's really not that good of a call to throw a pass when you're in that shape, because you're not going to get the first down anyway, most probably. It's a long way to go, 17 yards. I could see maybe if they had a few yards to go or they were a little bit out further, but that was a tough call to make in that situation.
On that play, I believe they tried to use the same play that McLaren had scored the touchdown on, a quick down and out play to Gunlaw, and this time number 83 for Bolivar, Mike Wolfgang, played it beautifully. There was no place for Milne to throw the ball, and as he tried to throw the ball, he was tackled in there in the end zone by number 62, McDonald. He also had help from number 60, Sean All. So Bolivar on the board with the safety, Milne being tackled in the end zone. And now Portville will punt the ball, or no, I believe they're going to kick the ball off from the 20-yard line. So with the kickoff, Bolivar should have excellent field position. 15 seconds to go. Actually, Portville was fortunate that this happened as the time it did happen, as they will have the wind at their back for this kickoff. Milne kicking off. Back deep, number 33, Childs, number 82, Stark. And number 11, Milne kicks the ball off. It is bouncing, and it is going to go out of bounds. And I believe now, okay, I am not sure. I believe that it can be called illegal procedure, but Bolivar will have a chance to take the ball where it went. Out of bounds. or I believe they may be able to take it inside Portville territory. I'm not familiar with the high school rule, but I believe it has something to do with the ball being put on the kicking team's 40-yard line if the kick goes out of bounds.
That's where they're going to place it.
Okay, and that's where it is. Bolivar has the ball, 1st and 10 on the Portville 40-yard line.
So it's tough to really gauge the Portville offense this early. First of all, they get the one big play on the kind of a poor defensive play for Bolivar, going for an interception, and McLaren taking the pass 75 yards for the score. And then they get bad field position, so right now they're just going to have to hold here.
Okay, Bolivar with the ball, 1st and 10 on the Portville 40. The number 11, Darling, keeps the ball after faking the handoff to Smith. And he is downed inside the 30 or 40-yard line, down at about the 38. And coming off the bottom of the pile for Portville, number 58, Doug Doty, and number 62, Fran Williams. That's the end of the first quarter with the score. Portville 7 and Bolivar 2.
And don't forget, today's second quarter is being brought to you by Pizza Land, 1018 Portville Olean Road, next to the Portville Drive-In. They invite you to taste some of the most delicious fresh-made pizza this area has to offer. Choose your favorite from over 23 varieties of pizza, 11 varieties of subs, and the specialty of the house, chicken wings. And they're made to order, hot, medium, or mild. And you won't want to miss out on the football special every Sunday and all day on Sunday. And Monday night, buy a large pizza with your favorite topping for just $5. All the food at Pizza Land is served to eat in or take out. Your choice. Sink your teeth into the best made fresh pizza, chicken wings, or subs in town from the Pizza Land on the Olean Portville Road. Open 7 days a week. And you can call in ahead at 933-6770. That's Pizza Land, Olean Portville Road. Phone 933-6770.
Okay, we're ready for action in the second quarter. Bolivar the ball on the Portville 38, and back to pass is Darling, number 11. He is rushed. He throws the ball way downfield, and it's overthrown. He was looking to hit number 82, Stark. Stark well covered back there. I think Darling just threw that ball away.
And he threw it so easy for a 40-yard pass. Unbelievably, just threw it nice and easy up there. But he's got a strong arm.
Big pressure that time by number 58, Doug Doty. Doty, trying to get to Darling, was blocked and way up in the air. Finally, eventually did tackle Darling, but Darling did have a chance to throw the ball away before he was hit for that loss. So it's going to be 3rd down and 8 for Bolivar. The ball sitting, well, actually 3rd and 9. The ball on a 39-yard line. Number 82, Stark, wide to the left, and number 24, Button, is in the slot to the right. And then looking for Stark again, and the ball is thrown no good as it bounces away from Stark. Once again, good coverage by Portville. Milne, number 11, and number 21, John Gardner.
That is good coverage, Gary, because the quarterback, Darling, is getting all kinds of time. He gets back into that pocket quicker than any high school quarterback that we've seen this year. And he's got a strong arm, but he has no place to throw it so far. And Gardner is just playing awfully well in the defensive back position. We saw him last week with 4 or 5 interceptions. He's also a star basketball player for Portville.
Number 11 is going to punt the ball away. That is Darling. And picking the ball up is Outerkirk for Portville. And he was tackled at about the 15-yard line. Darling is claiming that he was knocked down by the Bolivar rush. Number 58, Doty, and number 62, Williams, were in on a play. But I believe on a scale of 1 to 10, that acting job by Darling was about an 8.5.
The referee was just staring at the play.
Referee Pat Carroll said no way. Said that no way that is going to be roughing the kicker. So Portville has the ball, 1st and 10. They'll have the ball at about their 13-yard line. Coming out wide to the right is Gunlaw. Number 80, McLaren, who scored the touchdown, is out wide to the left, and the backs in an I formation, Emily and Outerkirk. Quarterback John Milne is pitching out to Emily. Emily looking for room to the left side, and he's around the corner, but he's going to be hit for a loss by number 11, Darling, and there's a penalty flag on the play.
Very quick pursuit by Darling on that play. He read it all along and knocked Emily for the big loss. We'll have to see what the penalty is. It's going to be against Portville, and it is holding.
And actually, there's about a 4-yard loss in that play, so I would imagine Bolivar might decline the penalty, with Portville once again pinned back deep in their own territory inside the 10-yard line.
They'll confer now with the Bolivar captains, and we'll tell you that the second quarter is brought to you by Pizza Land.
And inside the 10 at the 9-yard line is where Portville is. They were backed up last time, and eventually Bolivar got him for a safety. McLaren this time out to the right, Gunlaw to the left, and 20. Cooper is in the wing position off of the right tackle. Now they bring the ends in tight. Second down, 14 to go. The handoff goes to number 44, Emily. He breaks into the opening, into the secondary, and he's got a first down out to the 25-yard line. So a big play there as Portville's Tim Emily picks up 16 yards and a first down.
Quick opener, and Emily got right through that hole. He's hitting the hole very quick this year. And Emily picking up the big 15 yards on the play. He previously was 3 carries for a -6 yards, but that's because Portville just hasn't had the operating room. And now maybe they have it as they're moved out to their 25-yard line.
First down, 10 to go, Portville, 25-yard line. McLaren to the right and Gunlaw to the left. Back to pass is Gardner. He looks back to Gunlaw, number 84, who catches the pass. And he was downed immediately by Wolfgang, number 83, but a 5-yard gain by Portville. Good-looking pass that time by Milne as he zipped that ball out there.
He made the fake look to the right and then got it right out there. Nice play.
Second down, 5 to go. Just into the second quarter with 10 minutes to go.
Who caught that pass?
That was Gunlaw, number 84. He is now out to the left side. Number 80, McLaren, is in tight on the right side. And number 20, Cooper, on the wing outside of the tight end. Here's a handoff once again to Emily. He breaks into the secondary, and he has another first down as he is out over the 35-yard line. Tackled in there by Stark, number 82. And another first down for Portville as Emily is hitting those quick hitters into the line and getting past that point of attack.
You give Tim Emily any room, and he's gonna take it on you. And right now, Portville's on the move.
That time, Stark was the only thing between Emily and the goal line. Gunlaw this time comes out to the right side, and number 80, McLaren, to the left as Portville goes strong left. Cooper in the slot. Milne sets his team, and there's a missed play, I believe. Milne gets around one tackler and is finally hauled out of bounds. He will make a gain, and there is going to be a late hit call on Bolivar. Milne is down. He looks like he's hurt at the Portville sideline.
He is, Gary. He was hit well after going to the sidelines.
Number 53 for Bolivar was in there on that tackle, and once again, we don't have a number. And I can't remember. I did not see who the other tacklers were, but there's going to be 15 yards tacked onto this play. So it's going to be another first down due to the penalty, and the ball now sitting right at midfield. Actually, over midfield is going to be in Bolivar territory at the 47-yard line. Unsportsmanlike conduct call on Bolivar, and that's the third unsportsmanlike conduct call of the game. So the tempers are a little bit short here this afternoon on the field. First and 10, Portville on the 47-yard line. Portville comes up to the line. Gunlaw to the right, McLaren to the left. McLaren now comes in tight with Cooper, the wing, on the left side. The handoff to Emily. Emily breaks into the secondary again, and he's brought down. A nice tackle by number 11, Darling. And once again, number 53. That might be, that is Johnson. Todd Johnson is number 53. He is the setter on the offense, and that time he caught Emily before he could get going.
Milne's coming back into the game now after Gardner ran one play for the Panthers.
Second down and 8 to go, a 2-yard gain. The ball sitting at the 45-yard line. Once again, McLaren in tight with Gunlaw wide to the right. And a quick pitch goes to Emily. Emily is almost tackled. He gets away and gets inside the 45 to about the 43, and he's tackled in there by number 83, Wolfgang. It's going to be third down, and it looks like about 5 to go. A 3-yard gain on that play for Emily. Ball on the 43-yard line of Bolivar. Portville, with the aid of a nice running by Emily and an unsportsmanlike conduct against Bolivar, gets the ball deep out of its territory. 3rd and 5. McLaren wide to the right. Gunlaw is playing the short side of the field to the left. Cooper in the slot to the right. Back to pass is Milne. He's looking out quick and catching the ball is McLaren, number 80. And he is going to be tackled at the 35-yard line. Enough for a first down. Number 53 for Bolivar, Johnson, getting up slowly. He's walking back. He looks like he got knocked down pretty good by that front line of Portville as he was trying to get to quarterback Milne. It's a first down. The pass play covering 8 yards, and the ball on the 35-yard line. Number 65 in the ball game for the Bolivar Bulldogs, replacing Johnson, Dan Cowell. Portville on the Bolivar 35 as they have a drive going. McLaren to the right, Gunlaw to the left for the Panthers. The pitch back to Emily, looking for room, and he's going to be hit after a short gain, making the tackle number 50, Dick Ingalls, for the Bulldogs. Gain of 1 on that play. 2nd down, 9 to go.
John Milne right now, 3 of 4, 88 yards and 1 touchdown.
And, of course, the big play there is the 75-yard play from Milne to McLaren for the only touchdown in the game. McLaren out to the right, number 84, Gunlaw wide to the left side. McLaren now comes in tight with Cooper, the wingback, off to the right side. Backs in a divide, and there's that quick hitting play that was really, you could call it quick hitting that time. Number 76 for Bolivar, Kevin Neese, really pounded him down to the ground. And it's a 2-yard loss. That time Bolivar was not fooled at all by that trap play, and Emily ended up right flat in his back. An excellent hit. Going to be 3rd down now for Portville, and it looks like 11 after that 2-yard loss.
You can notice a big difference between the Cuba defense last week and the Bolivar defense this week when you watch Emily run.
3rd and 11 for Portville. Back to pass is number 11, Milne. Milne gets out of one tackler and gets the ball downfield. It is caught. It is caught in there by number 20, Cooper, at about the 10-yard line. What a catch. A diving catch at about the 10-yard line for Cooper, number 20, the wingback. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 to go for Portville on the Bolivar 10-yard line. I believe they'll have a chance to get a 1st down. We'll see where they set the sticks up. It looks like it's just in front of the goal line, so it's going to be 1st and 10, Portville, just outside the Bolivar 10-yard line. Great catch that time. That pass play covering 26 yards, I believe. So Portville knocking on the door once again. 1st and 10 now. McLaren in tight. Gunlaw to the right, and the handoff goes to number 30, Outerkirk. And he hits into that line. He's finally brought down in there by number 62. That is 2nd down, and give him about 4 yards on the play. 2nd down, 6 to go. The ball at just about the 6-yard line.
On that last pass play covering 25 yards from Milne to Cooper, it was the catch by Cooper that made the play, as you said, Gary, because the pass just didn't get there, but Cooper made a play out of it. And Portville again knocking on the door with 4:55 to go in the half.
2nd down, 6 to go for a 1st down, 7 to go for touchdown. Milne has the ball. He cuts inside on the option, and he is brought down immediately.
He's going to lose a couple yards on that play.
And, okay, the ball sitting back at about the 8-yard line. It is going to be 3rd down and 8 to go. Signals coming into the ball game from the Portville bench. They have 3 guys giving signals, so the Bolivar can't pick them up. The 2 of the coaches and also a reserve quarterback, John Gardner, giving quarterback John Milne the signals. Portville comes up 3rd down and 8 to go. The ball on the 8-yard line. McLaren is out wide to the right side, and 84 Gunlaw is in tight for Portville. Backs in an I formation. And a fake, and there is a pass up there. There's no one out there. Something happened. Mix-up on that play. I believe Gunlaw was supposed to go down and out. He went down and in, and quarterback Milne threw the ball out to the sidelines, and there was no one around. So an incomplete pass. 4th down, and we'll see if we're going to get a kick. Possible field goal coming up. Gardner has an excellent leg, or Milne has an excellent leg. And I believe that's what they're going to do. They're going to try a field goal, which is going to come from the 15-yard line. So an attempted 25-yard field goal by John Milne. Holding for Milne will be number 35, Pat Sherwin. And there's a snap. The kick is up, and it is going to be wide to the right side. So Bolivar will take over 1st and 10 on its 20-yard line. Portville drove from their own 10-yard line, getting all the way down inside the Bolivar 10. Unfortunately, coming up with an incomplete pass, and it is now going to be Bolivar's ball as the missed field goal will stop the clock with 3 minutes and 49 seconds to go.
Credit the Bolivar defense there. Second quarter brought to you by Pizza Land. Don't forget, tomorrow is Sunday. The next day is Monday night, and they got the football special, and it is a large pizza with your favorite topping for football food. The football special.
Okay, 1st down and 10 to go for the Bolivar Bulldogs. They have the ball on their own 20-yard line, and 3 minutes and 49 seconds to go in the half. Portville out in front, 7-2. Number 11, Darling, is back to pass for the Bulldogs. He has a man out to the side that is going to be knocked down by Milne, and there's a penalty flag out here at about the 28-yard line.
Milne made a fine defensive play to knock that ball away, but we may see...
Almost had an interception.
We're going to see a penalty here, and it might be an offensive holding or an offensive pass interference on Bolivar, and it is going to be an offensive pass interference.
Okay, and it is loss of down, too. So the penalty will be half the distance to the goal line. And it is going to be 2nd down and 20 to go for Bolivar as they'll take the ball back to the 10-yard line. That play, or the penalty happening away from the play on the other side of the field. The referee, or the side judge over here, threw the flag.
The penalty carries loss of down there?
Yes, it is. Okay. 2nd down, 20 to go for Bolivar on their own 10, and the pitch back goes to Childs. Childs trying to hurdle, and he is stopped.
What a fine tackle there by Matt Picone. He just lifted Childs right up in the air like you do in tackling practice and threw him down.
That's true. At that time, Childs also tried to leap over that line as he has done on an earlier occasion in this game, and he was met and stopped cold. It's going to be 3rd down, and it looks like still 20.
Bolivar right now has been penalized 4 times for 35 yards.
3rd down, and give him a 2-yard gain in that play. 3rd down and 18. The ball on the 12. Childs is out wide to the left side for Bolivar. Back to pass is Darling. He's being rushed, and he's trying to get the ball away. He gets it away, and it is complete, and another flag goes up in the air. The pass is complete at the 30-yard line to number 21, McKay. And the Portville player is clapping. We'll have to see what is going to be called on the play. Referee getting the explanation from one of the other officials. But it is definitely against the Bolivar Bulldogs. Okay, it looks like they're going to call an ineligible receiver downfield. It looked like Darling was set to run that time, and he saw McKay at the last moment and threw the ball. It might have been a Bolivar player who was ineligible trying to block for Darling. 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go here in the first half. Bolivar is down 7-2. Portville scoring early in the first quarter on a big pass play from John Milne to Rod McLaren. And then Bolivar getting their only points on a safety as quarterback Milne was tackled in the end zone. So the Portville Panthers will take the penalty. That'll set the ball down at the 6-yard line. And ineligible receiver downfield is called, so it's going to be still 2nd down. And now 17 yards to go, or 18 to go. Timeout being called by Bolivar. 2 minutes and 52 seconds to go here in the first half.
Today's second quarter.
Down about 20 yards to go. The ball, 25 yards to go. The ball on the 6-yard line. Portville has Gardner in a deep safety position. Gardner standing at about the 25-yard line. Of course, Gardner had an excellent game last week for Portville, coming up with 4 interceptions against Cuba.
He reads the pass play well. He's just an excellent player to have for a safety, the way he reads the plays.
Okay, Bolivar with the ball. It's a drop play. The handoff goes to Smith. Smith gets out over the 10-yard line. And he just got some room for Darling to kick the ball away. It's 4th down for Bolivar. With the ball sitting, now they say it is inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down. Darling will kick the ball away.
Darling has punted twice so far this game for 35-yard average. This is WBJZ Olean with Portville Bolivar football.
Here's the kick by Darling, and there's going to be a roughing the kicker penalty called on Portville. The punt coming to Emily. Emily getting around the right side, and he's got running room, but it's all for naught as he is tackled at about the 15-yard line. At that time, Portville definitely roughed up kicker Darling, and Bolivar will get the ball back on this penalty.
No acting on that play. He got nailed just as he got that kick off. And Bolivar will retain possession of the ball with 2:02 to go here in the first half. And that's a shame. Emily had a nice return there, getting around the end with that quick speed of his, and he got all the way down to the 16-yard line of Bolivar. Would have put Portville in good position, but right now their 7-0 lead is still pretty slim.
Okay, 7-2.
7-2.
Even slimmer than you think.
How easily safeties are forgotten.
That's true. Okay, Bolivar will retain possession, an automatic first down on the roughing the kicker penalty, and the ball comes back out to the 20, which is exactly where they started this drive.
Now maybe this time they can go ahead instead of back.
Minute 56 seconds to go now in the first half. Bolivar comes out with Childs wide to the left and Stark wide to the right. Back to pass is Darling. Darling looking to his right side. Now looks down the middle and catching the ball incomplete. Childs had the ball and he dropped it at about the 37-yard line.
Should have had that one, Gary, right between the 3 and the 3.
That's right.
And it would have been a big first down and moved Bolivar all the way out close to their own 40.
Hit him in a bad spot.
It's always the toughest place to catch a pass.
Of course, with the wind blowing the way it is, it may be a little bit chillier down in that field. His hands might be a little cold.
He still should have caught it.
That's still no excuse. Second down, and now the ball sitting at the 20, 10 yards to go, and number 11, Darling, has the ball as he faked the handoff, and he pitches the ball back to number 33, Childs, as he was going down. There's a gain of about 8, but there is also a penalty flag, and we'll see what the call is. It might be a holding call or something. Where that penalty was called, it might be a holding. No, it's going to be a face mask on Portville. Preliminary signals a face mask call on one of the Portville defenders. So Bolivar will end up with another break here as they will have the penalty. And another big 15-yard penalty, and the ball will be brought out to the 43-yard line. First down and 10 as that ball, the penalty is called from the spot of the foul. And it is an 8-yard gain and a 15-yard penalty. So Bolivar picks up 23. They're huddling it around the 10-yard line. They got to run 30 yards to the line of scrimmage. Clock starts, a minute 32 to go here in the first half. Bolivar now with the ball at their own 43-yard line. Stark is split off a little bit to the right side. Childs is in the formation to the left as a wing. With the ball is Darling on a reverse. Stark has it, and it's been smelled out. We'll see if he's still got running room. Now there's a penalty flag thrown. Stark still on his feet is out of bounds. He is out of bounds at the 36-yard line, but we may have a clip or a hold on Bolivar on that reverse.
Greg Cooper, I think, clipped on the play. Well, what a fine play by Stark to avoid Doty, who was right in there in the backfield. Had a hold of the leg, and Stark shook it loose. The only thing not on Bolivar's side now, of course, though, is the clock. It's down to a minute 8 in the first half, and this penalty isn't going to help him either.
Now we've got the officials are discussing this. There was actually a gain on the play of about 2 or 3 yards, but the ball is going to go back, I believe. Not surprised we didn't get a double penalty again, as several Portville players hit Stark after the play was called. So things are still under discussion. Referee this afternoon is Pat Carroll, and they're talking. The officials are now having a conference, and It's an illegal block being called on Bolivar and a personal foul on Portville, and I think the play is going to stay. They did call a personal foul at the end of that play against one of the Portville Panthers for knocking down Stark after the play had been whistled down. We'll have to see what they're going to do now. They're going... No, I'm not sure what they're doing here. They might be one of the penalties is more severe than the other. The ball is going back 15 yards to the 30-yard line. They're calling the illegal block against Bolivar, and now they're going to come back this way. This I don't understand.
Well, he went 15 one way, and he's coming back 15 the other way. That accomplished a heck of a lot.
I'm not sure what was going on there, but it is going to be first down. As they're going to keep the down first, and actually Bolivar picks up 3 yards. So it's going to be first down, about 7 to go. And the ball is sitting at the 45-yard line. And it is back to pass now for Darling for Bolivar. He is hit as he throws. The ball is downfield. Another penalty flag deep in the secondary. We'll have to see what this one's called.
I think we're going to get Hollenby for pass interference, Gary. And I think it's going to be another break Bolivar's way.
Okay, pass interference, but it's against Bolivar. Another offensive pass interference penalty on Bolivar. The referees are throwing flags all over today. Seems we've had a penalty almost every play here for the last 4 or 5 plays. Bolivar this time being set back 15 yards. They'll have the ball first down, but instead of at the 45-yard line, they'll have it at the 30. Or a second down, it's a loss of down. So it's second down, and now it's going to be 23 yards for a first down. 49 seconds to go as this game is slowed down considerably by the penalties at the end of the first half. Childs going out wide to the left side. Number 82, Stark, is out wide to the right. Backs are split, and back to pass is Darling. He's looking quick this time. He is looking, throws the ball way downfield. There's got a man out there, but it is going to be intercepted by number 11, John Milne. He comes up with the interception, and it is going to be Portville's ball on their 25-yard line with just 34 seconds to go and a half. It is first down and 10, Portville on the interception.
And after the game, stop into Pizza Land, pick up a pizza, sub or pizza.
First down, Portville has the ball with 18 seconds to go and a half. They'll probably just run the clock out here as quarterback Milne just drops down onto the ball, and that is going to end the first half. Portville will take a 7-2 lead into halftime.
And that is the end of the first half. 4 penalties, 71 yards. Portville's had their share, of course, too.
As we said, the tempers have been short on both sides as we have had, I believe, 4 or 5 unsportsmanlike conduct calls. There's been 3 for Bolivar and 2 on Portville.
Portville has 6 penalties, 57 yards. So both teams getting their share of penalties here this afternoon. It is a very, very windy day, and that's making things a little chilly, but the sun is peeking through the clouds. We'll have some statistics for you in just a few minutes.
Okay, and you see the Bolivar coaches talking with all the officials. They're trying to figure out what's going on here with that slew of penalties at the end of the first half, most of them going against Bolivar. And the coaching staff checking with the officials to find out what exactly has been going on. I think they've been really upset about the 2 offensive pass interference calls as they've been called away from the play and really had nothing to do with the play, but still the referees have called them. 7-2, the Portville Panthers out in front of the Bolivar Bulldogs. Portville scoring first early in the game with about 9 minutes and 58 seconds to go. A big 75-yard pass and run play from quarterback John Milne to his split end Rod McLaren. Play covering 75 yards. A down and out, just a simple down and out play, but cornerback Mike Wolfgang for Bolivar went for the interception. Did not get it. McLaren caught the ball and went down the left sideline for the touchdown to make it 6-0, and then Milne kicked the extra point. So Portville had an early 7-0 lead. After that, both teams settled down. Bolivar came right back with a chance to score, but were stopped by penalties or actually a fumble. as they had a third down play coming up, and quarterback Mike Darling and the center Johnson had trouble with the snap, and that eventually was recovered by Holcomb, number 55 for Portville, stopping the probably Bolivar's only really good scoring chance. And then after that play, after the fumble, Portville was hit for a couple penalties, and then they ended up eventually picking up a safety as quarterback Milne went back to pass in his own end zone and was tackled by a couple Bolivar players. Number 62 was the primary tackler, McDonald, and number 60, Sean Allwell, was also in there, and that made it 7-2. And that is where we stand right now, 7-2 with Portville out in front of Bolivar.
So kind of the game we expected, although I don't think we'd like to expect any penalties. We didn't really expect penalties or the length of time that first half took. But we expected the hard-fought football and the very intensity of the players out there on the field. And we have some statistics for you that we will go through. Bolivar has 62 yards on the ground, 5 in the air, total offense of 67 yards. They are penalized those 7 times for 71 yards, and many of their drives have been pushed back by penalties. Portville has rushed the ball now 14 times for only 21 yards on the ground, and they have passed 4 times for 113 yards. So the passing game really is doing it for Portville today, and of course the one big pass play that we'll get to in just a minute was the big play for Portville. Portville penalized 6 times for 57 yards. Going through the individual statistics for Bolivar, Darling, the quarterback, has carried the ball 6 times for 5 yards. Childs has carried the ball 7 times for 39 yards. He's the leading rusher in the game. Dempsey has carried the ball 1 time for 3 yards. And Lanny Smith, 3 carries for 15 yards. Portville's side of the rushing, John Milne has carried the ball 4 times for a -1 yard. And Tim Emily, who last week gained 154 yards and was the big key against Cuba, this time around 9 carries, 18 yards, so he's only averaging 2 yards a carry. Bolivar defense being able to handle him better than the Cuba defense last week. Ouderkirk, 1 carry for 4 yards. Passing has been the story for Portville. John Milne is 4 out of 6 for 113 yards, 1 touchdown, and that one, the big one, a 75-yard pass play to Ron McLaren, and that coming when Mike Wolfgang for Bolivar went and gambled on the interception and missed. And McLaren took the ball and ran about 50 yards, 60 yards with it after the pass for the touchdown, the lone touchdown in the game. Other receivers for Portville, Gunlow 1 for 5 yards, and Cooper picked up 1 reception for 25 yards. Bolivar, Stark 1 for 2 yards, Dempsey 1 for 3 yards. Darling is 2 out of 8, 5 yards, 1 interception.
Portville is playing excellent pass defense. Bolivar had the wind at their back in that second quarter, and they immediately went to the air trying to get things going for them. And they just had a tough time. It's number 11 for Bolivar, at least a couple of them.
Now, Gary, they're kicking off with the wind here. That will make them against the wind in the fourth quarter, won't it?
Yes, and that wind has picked up significantly.
Now, I would want the wind in the fourth quarter. I don't understand why they're kicking off with it.
Of course, I haven't seen number 11, Mike Darling, throw a pass that required any touch yet, so he line drives it. And if you want a quarterback like that, if you're going against the wind, you've got to throw the ball on a line to have the least amount of effect of the wind. So maybe they figure that it's not going to bother their quarterback that much which way he goes.
Well, now it's swirling, and now it's blowing across the field, huh?
Okay, we're getting all set, and doing the kicking off will be number 21, McKay. And back deep, as we said, Emily is standing at about the 5-yard line. Ouderkirk is standing at about the 10, along with number 88, Matt Picone.
Take advantage of a little bit of the sun popping in for once.
And we are all set to go. The referee signals the kicker, McKay, and he kicks the ball off end over end. It's coming to Picone at about the 15-yard line. He's going to the right. Portville trying to set up a run that way. Picone is hit, and he does a somersault as he lands at the 25-yard line. Sean Hall, number 60, making the big hit on Picone. And he walks off the field holding his head a little bit. He got flipped in the air. So Portville starts at their 25-yard line, 1st and 10. As we are just underway in the second half, Portville holding on to a 5-point lead, 7-2.
Nice break in the clouds with the sun coming out for this crowd here, warming things up a little bit. The wind chills it.
Okay, Portville lines up with number 20, Cooper, out wide to the right side. Out wide to the left is number 84, Gunlaw. Cooper now goes in motion. They hand the ball back to Emily on a trap play. He's still loose, gets about 5 yards. Slowed in there by number 74, Cooper. And
Nice was also in there to help out, slowing him down.
So it is going to be 2nd down and 5, a 5-yard play for Emily. As we said, he ran roughshod over Cuba last week, about 150 yards, and that gives him now 23 yards in the game on just on 10 carries. So Bolivar doing a better job of holding number 44 for Portville. Gunlaw wide to the right. Cooper is in the wing position to the left for Portville. The handoff goes to Outer Kirk, number 30, and he struggles, and he might have that first down over the 35-yard line. Tackled in there by number 62, McDonald, and number 34, Dempsey for Bolivar.
And he does have the first down, I believe.
They have signaled first down, so Portville comes out with 2 runs and has a first down here in the second half. Portville's using the same offense they've used for a couple of years now as the guys get more and more familiar with it, and they seem more comfortable with it than they were last year.
I'll tell you, the running game becomes a lot easier when you got Holcomb, Williams, and Dubats up there in the middle of that line.
1st and 10 for the Panthers, 35-yard line. The pitch back to Emily. Emily cuts back. He fumbles the ball, and Bolivar has the ball. Emily was hit as he tried to cut back towards the middle of the field, and Bolivar recovers the fumble. Coming up with it, number 50, Dick Ingalls for the Bulldogs. And here's a big break for Bolivar as they'll have the ball on the Portville 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
That is the first fumble for Portville this afternoon, and it's a costly one because it occurs at the 36-yard line. And Bolivar, you can't give Darling in this offense any room.
That's true. Give them a break, and they showed that last week against Allegheny as Allegheny fumbled the ball away twice, and Bolivar came right back to score both of them. Eventually won the game 16-13. The handoff for Bolivar goes to Dempsey, number 33. He hits down inside the 35-yard line to the 34. Or, I'm sorry, it was Childs, Scott Childs, number 33. Dempsey's 34. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 to go. A 2-yard gain on the play.
This is the deepest that Bolivar has been into Portville territory, I believe.
No, at the first time that they drove, they did get down to about the 10-yard line before they fumbled in the first half.
That is true.
2nd down, 8 to go. Bolivar has Childs in a wing. A quarterback sneak by Darling, and he's still loose. And struggling, he's still loose. Number 30, Outerkirk, is being dragged by Darling. Darling finally gets down to about the 19-yard line. What a play. Talk about determination.
Unbelievable run by Darling, and as you said, he had Outerkirk for 7 of those yards.
Outerkirk had him by the shirt tails, and he was getting dragged. It looked like the old Westerns with the guy being dragged down the street. 1st and 10, Bolivar, the ball inside the 20-yard line now at about the 19. So a big 15-yard run that time for Darling.
That is an awful lot of strength.
Stark, number 82, wide to the right for Bolivar. There's a quick pitch out to number 33, Childs, and the referee blows the whistle. Looks like Bolivar might have started too quickly there.
And I'm sure Bob Dunsmore on the other side is not going to like that. Every time they get anything going, something possibly happens.
Actually, they've called offsides. One of the Bolivar players might have lined up offsides, and that is why the whistle was blown immediately instead of the play being run. So Stark might have been offside on that play before the play occurred. So it is 1st down and 15. The ball now at the 24-yard line. 8 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the third quarter. Bolivar threatening, and they're down by 5 points. 7-2 now. Number 80, Young's in the game for Bolivar. He comes out wide to the right, and McKay is out there also wide to the right. And Stark is wide to the left. It's a passing situation for Bolivar. Bolivar throws the ball out, and it is incomplete. Trying to make the catch over there was Youngs, trying to get it back some of that yardage, and the ball, he looked over the wrong shoulder. As he looked over his right shoulder, the ball came into his left shoulder.
Oh, actually, on the down-and-out pattern, that would be considered, I guess, a bad pass.
Yes, the ball was thrown behind him. So it is 2nd down, 15 to go. Ball at the 24-yard line. Bolivar taking a long time in the huddle here. We might see another pass play. Once again, coming out wide to the right is McKay. And in tight is Wolfgang, number 83. He's a tight end on the right side. Back to pass once again, Darling. He's being rushed out of the pocket, and he's going to try to run. This time he's pounded out of bounds. Number 58, Doug Doty, and number 55, Holcomb.
I actually think on that play, if Darling would have stayed in the pocket, he would have been all right. The blocking was there. He just started roaming to the right, and that's when those guys make a difference.
And there was a yard loss on the play. The ball back at the 25-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down now, and it is going to be 16 yards to go for a first down for Bolivar. Into the ball game for the Portville Panthers comes number 5. And he's going to be a defensive back out there against McKay. There's a quick pass to number 82, Stark. Stark is down in there, but there's a penalty flag once again. We'll have to see what they call.
Just a basic quick look-in pass there.
Once again, it was a quick play. Bolivar is being hit with another penalty that's going to cost him. It's ineligible receiver downfield. Bolivar coaches, something is going on in their passing game. I know every time they get something going to that passing game, the penalty flag comes up away from the ball.
Somehow, one of those linemen is awful quick because that was a quick pass.
Yeah,
that's an unusual penalty for that type of play.
Darling took 2 steps back and threw the ball. I can't see where it was an eligible receiver downfield. He just wouldn't have time to get down there. He's got 3 yards, I believe. 3 yards over the line of scrimmage is considered that he's around the line of scrimmage. So somebody had to just take off on the run. Ineligible receiver cost Portville's a 15-yard penalty back to the Portville 40. It's going to be 3rd down now and 31 yards to go for a first down. Bolivar has to get inside the 10-yard line for a first down.
And again, the penalty's just killing the Bulldogs this afternoon. They're beating themselves out there.
John Gardner, the safety for Portville, is about 15 yards off the ball. Number 11, Darling, keeps the ball as he fakes it, and he is still loose and gets the ball down to about the 32-yard line. He's finally brought down by number 69, Dubats, and number 44, Emily, who's in the game defensively. And it's going to bring up 4th down with the ball at the 33-yard line.
No, they have no choice, I guess, but to go for this.
I would imagine, or they might possibly try to kick the ball out of bounds and put Portville back deeper in their own territory.
Well, we'll see. It's 4th down and, about, 23 yards?
About 23 yards to go for a first down for Bolivar. McKay is out of the ball game. Number 34, Dempsey, takes his place. Stark comes out wide to the left side, and out wide to the right is Childs, number 33. They are in punt formation. Darling kicks the ball. He's heading for the corner, but he kicks it out of the end zone. So it will be Portville's ball, 1st and 10 on their 20-yard line. Once again, penalties hurting Bolivar as they had the ball inside the Portville 20-yard line, only to be pushed back by penalties to their 40-yard line. Portville taking over. Number 11 is quarterback John Milne. His running backs Emily, number 44, and Outerkirk, number 30. Outerkirk has been used mainly as a blocking back here this afternoon. He has run the ball very few times. Cooper is out wide to the right, and out wide to the left is Gunlaw. Cooper goes in motion now, and the handoff goes to Emily. Emily breaks into the secondary. He's on his way up to the 30-yard line, 40-yard line. It is a first down. Emily gets 20 yards, finally tackled by number 11, Darling. So a big 20-yard play for Emily. That's at a little bit of a different formation that time, as Cooper, the wingback, normally stays in that position. This time he went in motion, and they came right in behind Cooper as he went around by the left, behind the left guard. The ball was snapped, and they had a quick-hitting trap play on the right side, and a big first down, 20-yard gain for Emily. Cooper again in motion. This time Emily has the ball, and he is out to about the 46-yard line. Stopped in there by number 70, Tim Stafford, and also number 53, Johnson. Emily that time ran right out of his shoe, or was tackled, a shoestring tackle, and had his shoe come off. It is second down and 5 to go. The ball resting at the 45-yard line. 6 minutes, 23 seconds to go in the third quarter. Portville out in front, 7-2. And now signals coming in from the sideline for the Portville quarterback, John Milne. That Portville offensive line starting to break some holes for the Portville runners. Number 20, Cooper, once again, is out wide to the right. And he goes in motion once again. Back to pass is number 81, or number 11, Milne, and he is tackled for a loss. On the pile is Johnson, number 53. And I believe there's a penalty, and I believe it's going to be illegal motion. Number 20, Cooper, that time turned up to go forward before the ball was snapped.
So Bolivar should be in good shape here, as if they decline the penalty, it'll bring up third down and about 13.
Bolivar was all over the Portville quarterback, Milne, that time. He didn't get a chance to look downfield before he was hit. And I believe Milne might have been shaken up a little bit. Okay, it's illegal motion declined. It's going to be third down and 13. The ball now at the Portville 37-yard line. And now the referee is explaining what happened to Portville coach Kevin Curran, why the penalty was called. But Cooper turned up that time to get into a blocking formation before the ball was snapped. And, of course, you can go backwards, you can go sideways. You just can't go forward until that ball snapped. McLaren is out wide to the right. Gunlaw split off to the left. Now McLaren moves into a tight end position with Cooper in the wing. Third down, 13. A fake pitch and another tackle. Another sack that time as the fake pitch. They try to get back to Gunlaw on the left side. And number 53, Johnson. And number 76, Kevin Neese. I believe that is Stives. I might have been calling the wrong guy here. I believe Stives is number 76. As he's not listed on here, but I think that is Stives.
You're right from the...
Okay, that is number 76 is Stives for Bolivar, and he got the sack, so Portville pushed back.
I wondered where his name has been all this game.
And Milne is going to be kicking the ball away for Portville on fourth down. He kicks the ball away from number 82, Stark. The ball takes a big Portville bounce down inside the 25-yard line to the 21. And it is going to be Bolivar's ball, first and 10 on their own 21-yard line.
First punt for Milne of the day, and it goes for 47 yards.
He got a nice roll, though the ball rolled about 25 yards. So Bolivar takes over, and they have just 4 minutes and 34 seconds with the wind. And they're down 7-2. We'll see if they can get something going again. They had something going last time, and the penalties once again brought them back.
You're right about Stives on that, though. He was just a standout against Allegheny last week, and I wondered why we weren't hearing much from him. An excellent lineman.
First down for Bolivar. The handoff goes to number 34, Dempsey, and he's piled up. And after a short gain, if any. So he got up to about the 20-yard line. The ball actually was down at about the 17. And the 3-yard gain that time for Dempsey. It's second down now and 7 to go. The ball right at the 20-yard line. And on the tackle that time, number 75, Wolfer, and number 69, Dubats for Portville. Bolivar comes out. They have Stark going wide to the right. Childs is going wide to the left with the tight end McKay to the left side. And the handoff goes to number 44, Smith. and he gets about 5 yards. He'll be short of the first down by about 2. It's going to be third down. Number 55, Holcomb, is coming up lame for Portville, and he's being replaced by Outerkirk, number 30. Chris Holcomb holding on to the back of his leg. He might have suffered a hamstring pull or something, the way he's holding on to his leg, trying to stretch it out. It looks like he might be getting a cramp. It is going to be third down, 2 yards to go for Bolivar. They're on their own 25-yard line, and a fake handoff to number 11, Darling. Darling looking for running room. He's got some down the left side. He's got the first down and more. And another penalty flag. I believe a flag has been thrown. I believe there's been a flag thrown. I also believe that Darling is hurt. He's on the sidelines over here at the 40-yard line, because he was hit out of bounds, and he's on the ground. He's not moving. He got crunched by Dave Outerkirk, number 30, and I think he was out of bounds when he got hit.
We might see another unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, but did you see how fast Darling got around that corner? And he got around Doty, who was very quick, too.
He was all set to go to try to pass, and he found the receiver covered, and he was being closed in on very quickly. And he took off and got around that pursuit, got up to about the 40-yard line, and he was out of bounds, and he was hit hard in there by Outerkirk. And I guess they're not going to call the penalty. I think it's going to be first down, though, for Bolivar, and it is at the 40-yard line. But this might hurt Bolivar with their quarterback, Darling, down on the sidelines right now. It's being attended to by the Bolivar coaches. But he went down, and the Portville coach, Kevin Curran, immediately signaled for someone from Bolivar to get over there, as it looked like it might have been serious.
Darling has 10 carries on the day.
Now he's getting up.
44 yards.
I believe he has to... I'm not sure if he has to come out of the game for a play and then come back in or what. They might bring him out to rest him anyway. Number 21, McKay, I believe, is the backup quarterback. It's going to be first down and 10 to go. The ball on the 40-yard line of Bolivar. And Scott McKay, the tight end, is now the quarterback. Coming out wide is Wolfgang, number 83, with Childs in the slot. There's a handoff that is missed and recovered by number 75, Rob Wolfer. And you kind of expect things like that to happen with a new quarterback in there. Wolfer shot through the line and actually tackled McKay as he was trying to hand off to Dempsey. And it was recovered. The fumble recovered by Rob Wolfer. So Portville has the ball now on the Bolivar 39-yard line. Darling is back in the ballgame now as he takes his linebacker's position, so it wasn't as seriously as we might have first thought.
And that one play, though,
it was
serious enough.
Yeah, serious enough to lose him for that one play. Bolivar had just started to get something going again. And now they have to play defense and hold Portville. First and 10 for the Panthers. Handoff goes to Outerkirk, and he breaks loose. He's into the secondary for about a 7-yard gain. Tackled in there by number 76, Stives. Second down and about 5 to go. They'll give him a 5-yard gain on the play. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the third quarter. Portville holding on to that 7-2 lead. Portville sends Gunlaw out wide to the left side. Cooper in the slot to the right. And McLaren now moves in tight with Cooper moving out more to the right side. Milne hands the ball off. No, he keeps the ball running around the right side. He's got some room down the sideline. He's knocked out of bounds by number 33, Childs, and the ball inside the 20-yard line down to around the 15. So it's a first down for Portville. Ball being marked out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. So first and 10, Portville on the Bolivar 20-yard line as Milne hits around the right end this time for good yardage.
16 yards on that play for John Milne. 1:46 to go. Third quarter. It's 7-2 Portville, leading Bolivar on WBJZ Radio.
John Milne has the Portville Panthers up to the line, and he gives the ball off to number 30, Outerkirk. Outerkirk running, trying to go around the end as the hole was closed inside. And he was hit immediately by Stark and by Darling for Bolivar for a short gain, if any. I guess they're going to give him a yard. 2nd down, 9 to go. The ball now on the 19-yard line. Play comes in from the bench as Portville using the signal game, signaling quarterback John Milne from the bench as to what play will be run next. Number 84, Gunlaw, to the right. Number 80, McLaren, to the left. Backs in an I formation behind the quarterback Milne. Now they split up. Both ends in tight. And a handoff goes to Emily. Emily is hit almost immediately. He might have gotten forward for a short gain. And I believe he's been hurt. Emily has been hurt. He's down on the ground.
As soon as he got around the end there, he ran right into Tom Dempsey of Bolivar, who made the hit.
Emily is down on the ground, and he's being attended to by one of the Portville coaches. 52 seconds to go in the third quarter. It is Portville out in front of Bolivar 7-2 in a very hard contested game. Both teams hitting hard, and you can tell there's no love lost between these two.
Very interesting game in the fact that it's really so undecided.
That's true. Both teams moving the ball and then losing ground due to penalties, or they lose the ball for turnovers. And both teams seem to be running the ball well when they're in their own territory, but once they cross the midfield line, they're having all sorts of problems.
Especially Bolivar.
That's true.
Now with only 52 seconds to go in the third quarter, we haven't had a score since the first quarter, and we might as well give you the two scores. In the first quarter, McLaren, a 75-yard pass play from Milne. Most of it covered the ground. Milne got the extra point kick. Portville was up on top 7-0. But then McDonald sacked Milne in the end zone, and that turned out to be 2 points for Bolivar on the safety. So that's the scoring, 7-2. Not a lot of it. Not a real pretty game.
A lot of penalties and a lot of extracurricular activity, I guess would be the best way to put it. Tim Emily is up. He's going to sit out for play. I believe he just got a leg cramp. Portville's had a couple of them this afternoon. Holcomb had one earlier. He's back in the ball game now. Emily coming out, and he is being replaced. We'll try to catch the number here. I think it's number 32. Number 32, Scafaro, is in the ball game now for Portville, and he'll take Emily's place for at least a play. Portville has their ends in tight. Cooper, number 20, the wing to the right side. John Milne, the quarterback, fakes a handoff, throws down the middle. He's got a man open, and it drops. Chris Gunlaw had a touchdown. He was in the end zone, and he had his man by about 2 steps. The ball hit him between the 8 and the 4, and it hit the ground.
Like
he just dropped a touchdown pass.
Like you say, toughest place to catch the ball. And I just sat there watching what I expected to be a Portville touchdown, and tough break for the Panthers, and I'm sure nobody feels any worse on that play than Chris Gunlaw. He knew he had it.
A little bit of anticipation there, I believe, as he might have looked away just for a second to see if he was in the end zone or not, and you take your eyes off that ball for a split second, and you drop it.
No reason to worry about that, but it's something you really can't control. If anybody who's played football, you know there's no reason to do it, but you do it, and you can't do anything about it most of the time.
Well, they call it in football, they call it hands of steel. So it will be third down for Portville with 9 yards to go when play resumes. Portville has called a timeout to discuss the next play here, but it will be third down and 9 to go on the Bolivar 19. Just 27 seconds to go in the third quarter. Portville trying to put another score on the board. Bolivar trying to stop them, with the score being 7-2. It's turned out to be a nice afternoon. If the wind would stay down a little bit, it would be a lot nicer. But this is, of course, the last official week of summer. We're still in summer, folks, believe it or not.
That's what I keep forgetting about, that football is a winter sport, and I don't understand why I'm sitting here cold. We're drinking Pepsi with ice on a wind-cold day.
Okay, the coach is coming back off to the sidelines. It will be third down and 9 for Portville. Emily is back in the ball game for the Panthers. Bolivar has played tough defense here this afternoon. It's kept them in the game.
All right, 4th and 9. Big play for Portville. Ball on the Bolivar 19.
Cooper will be lined up. He's in the backfield. He may go in motion here. He has been throughout the half. Here he goes in motion. And the fake handoff. Milne has the ball, trying that same play again. Out there is McLaren, 80 for a touchdown. Number 80, Rod McLaren, picks up his second touchdown of the game, and the Portville Panthers now go out in front by a score of 13-2. John Milne, they have run off that play with Cooper coming back into the line, and that time Milne faked the handoff, went back to pass, and running the post pattern, Rod McLaren, number 80, beat his man, and an easy catch for the touchdown. Portville now out in front by a score of 13-2. They will try to kick the extra point with quarterback Milne.
Give him credit for that catch. It was right between the numbers.
There's the snap. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So with 18 seconds to go in the third quarter, Portville on the board once again. They lead the Bolivar Bulldogs 14-2.
Just a nice play. They ran the same thing twice in a row, and this time McLaren caught that ball. And he was about as wide open as you can get with that much room. Only 19 yards separating him from the end zone, yet he was about 5 or 7, maybe 10 yards in the open.
And all this coming after a Bolivar turnover, as Bolivar had a fumble at their own 40-yard line, and Portville taking the ball 39 yards for that score to make it 14-2. And now Bolivar has their backs to the wall, so to speak, as they'll be going into the fourth quarter and going into a very stiff breeze if they try to come back with pass. Milne is getting set to kick the ball off for the Panthers. Back deep for Bolivar will be number 33, Scott Childs, and number 82, Chad Stark. The two up men will be number 24, that is Dave Button, and number 21, Scott McKay. Milne has a strong leg, but he'll be kicking into a pretty stiff breeze.
The same breeze that Bolivar will be going into when they try to overcome this 14-2 lead.
Well, as we said, quarterback Darling has a strong arm, and he tends to line drive the ball when he passes it, so that may not affect him as much as it would some other quarterback. Milne is going to kick the ball along the ground the way it's teed up. I can't believe that he can get the ball up in the air with the ball sitting the way it is, so we might see a short squib kick. Ball's sitting almost parallel to the ground on the tee. There's the kick. It is a squib kick. It goes 10 yards. The ball's loose. Portville's going to get the ball.
The kick didn't go 10 yards, but the Bolivar player on the front line fumbled it. And I believe that was Greg Cooper, and he's still sitting on the ground a little disgusted.
He tried to get that ball. The ball had not gone to 10 yards yet, and Cooper just tried to pick the ball up and get it. And the ball went off Cooper and bounced back to where Portville was. The ball, the Portville players had gone past the ball, and they had to go backtrack and pick the ball up. So Portville will have the ball at the 48-yard line, or make that 43-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 for Portville.
And that is really going to hurt Bolivar's chances now. Portville got their attack going right now.
Right. I believe the momentum is, of course, swinging to Portville's side as they've just scored a touchdown. They get the ball right back. And with just 13 seconds to go here in the first or third quarter, Portville's going to have the wind at their backs. They might be able to come back in here. And there's a handoff that is met immediately.
Big Bill Stives there.
Stives, number 76, hitting Outerkirk for a 2-yard loss. Outerkirk barely had the ball, and he was flat on his back. That's the end of the third quarter. The Portville Panthers score a touchdown late in the period, and they now lead Bolivar by a score of 14-2.
Okay, let us tell you right now that we have a new sponsor on Portville football.
For action in the fourth quarter, Portville with a very stiff breeze at their back as they start play at their 41-yard line. It's 2nd down and 12. Stives tackling Outerkirk for a 2-yard loss on the final play of the fourth quarter.
This is it right now for the Bolivar defense. They have to hold.
Emily has the ball as it's pitched out by Milne. He cuts back inside, and he gets up to around the midfield stripe. An excellent run by number 44, Emily. And down on the ground is number 11, Bill Darling, for Bolivar, and he's not moving. He's got a problem with his leg.
Emily picked up 6 yards on that carry, but it's the way he did it, which made the run so interesting. He struggled through there, made a nice cut to the inside, and a hard-fought 6-yard gain, and puts Portville third down and about 5 to go.
Excellent move. Bill Darling is in pain. I think there might be a cramp.
Yeah, that appears a calf cramp. 14-2, Portville on top, and they deserve to win the game if they do, because they've played well. They have stymied Bolivar
throughout the game. They have done everything right. They've had Bolivar, of course, with that tough defense, has given them trouble at times. But all in all, an excellent game by Portville this afternoon. That big line is holding Bolivar out, and they're now starting to break up some of that front line of Bolivar and getting some nice holes for the running backs.
One thing you notice in these first 2 Portville games so far is the defense.
That's
very
true.
Tough.
Both passing and rushing defense. Most of the times you'll see a defense that is good in one particular part of the game, either rushing or passing. But Portville has both. They have guys back there, John Gardner especially. Gardner and Milne, both excellent people back in the secondary. And you can't say enough about those linebackers. Doty, number 58, and Holcomb, number 55, and the line anchored by Dubats and Fran Williams. They've done an excellent job all game, and all last week, too. Okay, play will resume. It will be third down, and will be 5 yards to go as number 44, Emily, picked up 7 yards on that last carry. Number 84, Gunlaw, is wide to the left side, and there's a handoff in there to number 44, Emily. He's fighting close to the first down. We'll see where they mark it. It looks like he may be close to having the first down.
They'll mark him just short, I believe. We will have time out for a measurement. Time for us to tell you that start your day off.
Well, Portville will have fourth down. They're in Bolivar territory at the 47-yard line, and they'll have about a foot to make for a first down, and it looks like they'll be going for it.
The fans wouldn't let them do anything else.
It's true. Kind of like the Bills on Thursday night when they had fourth down at their own 30-yard line, and everybody's going go. And they did, and they made it.
I'm saying to the people around me, they're all saying go for it. I said, what are you, crazy? What if we don't get it?
Okay, fourth down, about a foot to go. Backs in an I formation. Quarterback John Milne is struggling ahead. He has the first down on a quarterback sneak as he's at the Bolivar 45. More than enough for the first down.
And when the officials now are going to mark it back a little, Gary.
Okay, they're marking at the 46, but
it's still going to be a first down.
It's close enough to be measured, but I believe he's got the first down. The ball was moved ahead more than a foot.
There'll still be a first down, and he picked up a yard on the play. 11:07 to go, fourth quarter.
There it is, first down by a length of the football.
And a big first down for Portville now as they eat the clock up. Ball now is on the 46-yard line of Bolivar.
11 minutes to go in the game now as we've knocked a minute off the clock, or Portville has. And the clock runs once again. Backs in an I formation behind quarterback Mill. Now they split. They're strong to the right side. Outerkirk, the lead back, is to the right with Emily right behind quarterback Mill. The ball goes to Emily, and he gets about 3 yards, top yards, as he was tackled in there by number 82 Stark and number 33 Childs. Second down and 7 yards to go. The ball now inside the Bolivar 45-yard line at about the 43. How's Emily doing here for the second half? Probably a little bit better than he did the first half.
Overall in the game, 17 carries, 63 yards, so he has picked up on 8 carries in the second half, a total of 45 yards.
Including one big 20-yarder in that last drive. Okay, second down and 7 to go. The handoff goes to Outerkirk, number 30, and he is stopped for no gain in there by Sean All, number 60, and number 34, Dempsey, and is going to be third down. Might even lost a yard. Nope, the official is marking it at the 45-yard line, so he was pushed back. So give Outerkirk a 2-yard gain on that play. Third down and 5 to go. The ball sitting at the 40-yard line of Bolivar. Gunlaw comes out wide to the left side. McLaren is out wide to the right. And back to pass is Milne. Milne looking over the middle and incomplete. The ball goes through the hands of a leaping Chris Gunlaw, and it is going to be 4th down. And it looks like another Gunlaw's having trouble now as he's got a cramp. This game has been hard fought, and it's starting to show now on some of the players as the cramps are coming up in the leg muscles. That time, Milne was a little bit rushed in that pass. He's down on one knee. Milne's been down several times here today, but has gotten right back up. And he's down on one knee right now. He's had a tough afternoon. Number 84, Gunlaw, is laying down on his back at about the 25-yard line. He went up in the air to try to catch that ball, and I think it went right through his hands, or maybe a little bit behind him. And then he was hit by the Bolivar defender to make sure he didn't catch the ball, and he's down right now. But I think the way they're working on his leg, it looks like another muscle cramp in the calf area. Gunlaw now coming off the field. It is 4th down and 5. We'll see if Portville decides to punt or go here on 4th down at the Bolivar 40. Referees get everything set. Portville play, the coach coming back off the field, and there is going to be a punt. Milne sitting back at about the midfield, and the kick is straight up in the air, and is coming down and takes a Bolivar bounce at the 40, or make that the 39-yard line, so a 1-yard kick. Now let's give him 2 yards. It's at the 38-yard line. So the punt went straight in the air. End-over-end kick went straight in the air, and Bolivar has a big break here as they are at their 38-yard line after a 2-yard punt. Bolivar has to get something going in a hurry here as 9 minutes are left in the game. And there's a handoff to number 33, Childs. Childs gets up over the 40-yard line to the 43. It's 2nd down and 5 after a 5-yard gain. Tackled by number 62, Fran Williams. And also number 75, Rob Wolford. It will be 2nd down and 5 to go on the 43-yard line. Dave Button in the ball game is going to be a wingback to the right. Out left, split out left, is Stark, number 82. The handoff goes to Childs again, number 33, and he gets up to about the 40 or about the 45-yard line. Gain of about 3 more. It's going to be 3rd down. Williams once again on the tackle for Portville. Williams has played another strong game on that line for the Portville Panthers this afternoon.
The whole defense has really played outstanding for Portville. They have a tough, tenacious defense there.
3rd down and about 2 yards to go, and a fake as Darling's back to pass. He throws the ball, is complete to number 21, McKay, and he'll have a 1st down right around midfield. Referees will spot the ball in Portville territory at the 49-yard line. And it's a 1st down and 10 to go for Portville, or for Bolivar on the Portville 49.
That is McKay's first reception of the afternoon, and that makes Darling now 3 out of 10 for only 10 yards, 1 interception. He has not had the kind of day that we might have expected from Mike Darling.
Okay, Bolivar trying to get something going here late in the game. It is 1st down. The handoff to number 44, Smith. Smith gets off the left side, and he is down close to another 1st down. Brought down by number 11, John Milne. Smith has been used very little here. Most of the running has been done by Childs and by number 34, Dempsey, but this time it was Smith, number 44, and he has a 2nd down and about a foot to go. The ball now is resting at the Portville 40-yard line.
Milne might have saved a touchdown on that play, although I'm not sure if Smith had the speed to get down there.
He at least saved another 10 or 15 yards. McKay out wide to the right side. Button in the slot right beside him. It's second down, and number 11, Darling, has the ball on a keeper, and he has the first down. It's out of bounds at the Portville 37-yard line. So Bolivar showing a little bit of life here with 6 minutes and 54 seconds to go, and a first down for the Bulldogs. And the ball is being placed at the 35-yard line, just outside the 35. Number 34, Dempsey's into the ball game. I believe he's got a play from Coach Bob Dunsmore. McKay comes out along with Dempsey. They're both wide to the right. Stark is wide to the left side. The backs are split behind quarterback Darling. Darling back to pass, throws in there. It's complete to number 24, Button. And the ball now down to the 29-yard line. Well, no, that is Dempsey, number 34. As Bolivar starting to march here, and they're huddling up in a hurry as the time is running short on the clock. Button now into the ball game for Dempsey. I believe Button and Dempsey are bringing in plays.
That was a rifle shot from Darling.
As we said, I don't think the breeze would affect him too much. Second down.
Right now it's blowing across the field.
Draw play to number 44. Smith is into the secondary, and he's going to be close to another first down. An excellent play in there. Excellent block by number 64 for Bolivar as he got his man, Ron Ratzel. And coming off the field is number 55, Holcomb.
Smith picked up 6 yards and a first down, Gary.
Okay, Bolivar on the move. The ball is now at the 24-yard line of Portville. First and 10. Dempsey comes out wide to the right side in the flanker position. Number 82, Stark, the split end. Handoff to Smith, and he's got more room out on that right side. Cuts through his man, and he's down for close to another first down at around the 10-yard line. Number 44, Lanny Smith, doing the job. And they are signaling first down, and the ball is about the 10-yard line. It might be first and goal here for Bolivar.
He picked up 12 yards on that carry. Lanny Smith.
We have a timeout called as the yardsticks are set up, and it will be first down and goal to go, I believe.
Bolivar is out.
Okay.
Portville. Bolivar has 152 yards on the ground. Portville, 94.
It is first down and goal to go. The ball sitting at the 10-yard line, then they have no chance of getting a first down. So Bolivar will have 4 plays to stick it in the end zone.
Bolivar has had the rushing yardage today, but the penalties have pushed him back.
First and goal. Button wide to the right, and there's a handoff to Smith as he cuts inside for short yardage. Emily, number 44, making a stop on the play. It is second down. There is a gain of about 2 yards. Second and goal from the 8-yard line. We're under 6 minutes to go in the game. Portville leading Bolivar by a score of 14-2. Number 21, McKay, comes out wide to the right side. In the slot behind him is number 24, Button. Stark is tight at the left side. Here's a keeper by Darling. Darling is caught, and it's going to be around for maybe back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss on the play. Portville smelling that play out as number 62, Williams, was over there along with number 58, Doty. Bolivar has called a timeout. This is an important play for the Bulldogs.
And he did get a yard on that play.
Okay, they're giving him a yard, so he's at the 7-yard line. Third and goal from there. We saw that play quite a bit last week with Darling just grabbing the ball and having his backs get out in front of him and try to get in there with those guys behind him.
This time the big Portville defensive line isn't letting Darling get through there. Darling on the day now has, 12 carries, and that is for 49 yards on the ground. Darling through the air is now 4 out of 11 for 17 yards. He has had 1 pass intercepted.
And he's had a tough day trying to pass, too. Portville's been in on him on most of the plays, and he has had a couple where Portville has been defending so well that he's had no choice but to run.
Portville's offense really hasn't gotten off the ground yet in the year. It's doing well enough to get the points to win, but their defense is winning the games right now. These first 2 games, should they win this one, are one on defense. And they do take advantage of the breaks. That's one thing that Portville has done.
That's true. As their second touchdown of the game came after a Bolivar turnover at the Bolivar 37.
First one did too, I guess, with a 75-yard pass play. Came after another Bolivar fumble.
Okay, it is a big play here for Bolivar. Their 3rd and goal at the Portville 7-yard line. Coming out wide to the right side is number 34, Dempsey. Now the officials are going along and they're telling the players, or the fans actually, around the end line of the end zone to stay out of the playing areas. They were bunching up there and they were getting right around the end line, and somebody could get hurt if somebody goes flying through there. 3rd down and goal with Dempsey wide to the left, Stark to the right. A quick pitch to number 33, Childs. He breaks one tackle, and he's in for the touchdown. Scott Childs scores for Bolivar. And it is now 14-8 with 5 minutes to go here in the game. Bolivar might be going for 2 now. Number 11, Darling, coming back from the sideline as he just picked up the play from the coach. So Bolivar will be going for a 2-point conversion here. 14-8. The Bulldogs finally get on the board. Stark is out wide to the right side. Childs off to the left. With the ball is a handoff in there to Childs, and he'll get the 2 points. Childs from the wingback position that time came back through the middle, and Darling handing the ball off to him. And the score now is 14-10. Portville out in front of Bolivar. So all of a sudden, we've got ourselves a football game again.
4:54 to go in the game, and it's going to be up to the Portville defense. 4th quarter of today's game being brought to you by the Rosewood Restaurant. Try the famous fish fry at the Rosewood Restaurant. Only $3.75, complete every day. And bring a game program from today's game, and you'll get a free drink with any order if you bring it in today. The Rosewood Restaurant, 166 South Main Street in Portville, also invites you to stop in for breakfast any morning. Get bacon, eggs, toast, and coffee for the low price of $1.86. Breakfast complete for $1.86 at the Rosewood Restaurant, 166 South Main Street in Portville.
Okay, and as we said, we have ourselves a football game once again, as Bolivar will be kicking off to Portville with about 4 minutes and 54 seconds to go here in the game. Portville is going to be looking for an onside kick.
Did you call an onside kick down?
And it is Portville's got 9 guys within about 30 yards of the ball. They're waiting for that kick, and they think it might be onside kick. Back deep for Portville is number 44, Emily, and about 15 yards ahead of him, number 88, Picone, and number 30, Outerkirk. Portville getting set to receive the kickoff. 14-10 now. The Bulldogs scoring here in the 4th quarter, showing a great offense as they had a nice drive. 62-yard drive for that touchdown. Darling signals the referee, and here comes the kick. It is a squib kick. It goes out of bounds. So Portville gets a break there as the ball will be out to the, I believe they'll get the ball on the Bolivar 40, as we saw that earlier in the game where Bolivar got the ball on the Portville 20 after a free kick that went out of bounds. There is a penalty flag down at the 40-yard line. Might have been Bolivar offside.
And we'll wait while the officials sort things out. Leading rusher in today's game is Scott Childs. He has 11 carries for a total of 96 yards. Also doing some running for Portville on their side, we have Tim Emily, and he has 17 carries for a total of 63 yards.
Okay, what happened was that there was a Bolivar player who jumped off sides when the kick was made, so therefore it has to be re-kicked. And Darling will be kicking off from his own 35, and that might be a break because Portville could have had that ball on a Bolivar 40. Back deep once again is Emily, number 44, and once again Picone and Outerkirk are now standing at about their 25-yard line. Emily's all the way back to about the 10. I don't think Darling's going to kick the ball that far in this wind.
Not even close to that far.
Here comes the kick, and it's once again a squib kick going along the ground, and it's touched in there by Picone, and it's still loose, and out of bounds with it is number 34 for Portville. That is Matt Milne. That is another Milne. And he just grabbed the ball and ran out of bounds with it to make sure that Bolivar didn't recover that. And the ball is now being placed at the 25-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10 to go for Portville. 4 minutes and 53 seconds to go. Bolivar, if they can stop Portville here, will have a chance to get back in this ball game.
I'm glad you're reading the line markers today, and that means it is awful tough to see any lines out there on this Portville field this afternoon.
First down and 10 for Portville. They send the ends out wide with Cooper in the slot off to the right. Now number 80, McLaren, comes in tight. First down, the handoff goes to Emily. Emily is going to pick up short yardage. He gets out over the 30. And getting off the bottom of the pile, number 76, Stives for Bolivar. Well, actually, I thought it was going to be short yardage, but actually he did pick up about 4 yards. Going to be second down and 6 to go. Clock running, 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Once again, McLaren is in tight with Cooper in the wing position to the right. And the handoff is to number 44, Emily, once again. Nice bit of ball handling there by quarterback Milne. I thought Outerkirk might have had the ball, but he did hand off to Emily. Emily is getting up close to that first down. He might even have to measure it.
And I tell you, that's what you do when you need to run the clock out. You give it the ball to your best back and let them go straight ahead, and that's what Portville's doing right now. And they are very close to a first down, and they'll measure.
Hard-fought game this afternoon. Both teams really hitting hard on every play, and they've been doing an excellent job.
About a foot short on that, Gary.
Okay, it's going to be third down, and this is, I guess, a big situation for Bolivar. If they can stop Portville here and force them to punt, they'll have possibly about 3.5 minutes to get down the field for that, hopefully for Bolivar, game-winning score.
Well, they're going to have a tough time stopping either Emily or Outerkirk.
I would imagine that they will be going right up the back of number 55 on this play. Portville's going to call a timeout and discuss this. No, I guess no. It's just the 4-minute warning. I thought Portville they called a timeout, but it is going to be third down, about a yard to go, with 4 minutes to go in the game, and the clock starts. Portville comes up to the line. Both ends are going out wide. We imagine probably one, if not both of the ends, will be in tight on this play. Nope, they don't. It's a quarterback sneak, and John Milne has the first down.
Picked up a couple yards, and you were awful right there when you said he'd go up Holcomb's back.
It's first down and 10 for Portville. The clock will continue to run with the ball now at the 39-yard line. I think it was very important for Bolivar to have stopped them on within the 3 plays.
Their only hope now is to stop Mirror, because another first down by Portville might seal this game away. Clock ticking at 3.5 minutes to go.
McLaren comes in tight with Cooper out in the wing position. Gunlaw wide to the left. I don't expect to see any more passing from Portville this afternoon. Number 44, Emily, has the ball. He gets up over the 40-yard line. About a 2-yard gain. Knocked down in there by number 60, Sean All, and number 62, McDonald. It's second down and 8 to go. We're at now 3 minutes to go in the game. Portville doing a good job of running off the time on the clock. They're taking their time in the huddles, and they're running wide plays, which seem to go longer. Milne has the team up to the line of scrimmage. McLaren in tight. Gunlaw wide to the left. The handoff to Emily. Emily breaks into the secondary and gets up over the 45-yard line. There's a fumble.
Portville's got it, though.
And Portville, Emily recovers his own fumble at the 45-yard line, and there's a timeout being called. Bolivar calls timeout to stop that clock. It's going to be third down, about 3 to go when play resumes, with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the game. Portville with a 14-10 lead. To remind you once again, coming up tonight, 8 o'clock.
There it is, big play, Gary. 3rd and 3 for Portville.
3rd and 3, 2.5 minutes to go. McLaren in tight. Gunlaw wide to the left. Milne hands the ball off, and he is hit immediately as Bolivar comes up big on third down.
And who else but Bill Stives? He stammered.
Stives was all over him. They tried that play before, and it was with the same result. Stives will not be fooled by that trap play. It is a timeout called now by Portville.
And they're going to mark the forward progress and only make it a loss of 2.
It is fourth down, and Portville called the timeout this time with 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go.
Well, I'm sure they're going to decide whether they want to kick it away or run a play, and I'd kick it away.
I would kick it away. The farther it is away from their end zone, the better off it is. Of course, remember the last time Milne punted, the ball went a total of 2 yards.
They're going to punt. They're going to need a better one than that. But Bolivar looked very impressive on that last drive. However, they did it on the ground, most of it.
That's true.
With Childs.
They're just not going to have all that time to do that.
But they do have the quarterback who can pull out the pass.
That's right, and they have yet to hit any of their deep men. Stark normally is a deep threat, and he is but unable to get open today. And I would imagine if Portville does punt this ball away, that you're going to see safety John Gardner about 30 yards off the line of scrimmage looking for anything deep.
They will punt it because they did change the shoe on Milne.
Okay, Milne will be kicking the ball away, and back deep. The only man back is number 30. There is a run, and he kicks the ball out of bounds. Okay.
I think he just tried to run away from the rush. That punt would have been blocked.
That's right. Number 21 in there quick was McKay. He got in there in a hurry, and Milne did the smart thing. He got away from McKay and then just kicked the ball to the side and out of bounds as fast as he could. The thing is, though, that stops the clock with that punt going out of bounds, and Bolivar will have 2 minutes and 4 seconds.
And 58 yards to go.
58 yards to go as the ball's on their 42-yard line. So now we'll see if quarterback Bill Darling can lead Bolivar to the end zone, and we'll see if Portville's defense can come up big and stop him. There's number 82. Stark has the ball. He throws it out. It is incomplete.
The old David Woodley Miami play there as Darling gave the end around to Stark, and he threw it back over to the left side to Darling. Darling was covered well on the play, and give credit to the Portville defense. They didn't just let Darling disappear out of that play. They covered him as a regular receiver.
That's right, and excellent coverage by number 11 Milne and number 44 Emily as they were both there.
I like the call on that play, though.
Yes. Well, when you're 58 yards away, you have to pull out. If you've got any special plays that you think will work, you pull them out. 3 yards in a cloud of dust doesn't work with 2 minutes and 4 seconds to go. Back to pass, and the ball's intercepted by number 11, Milne. The intended receiver was Childs, and Milne falls down with the ball at the 35-yard line. Bill Darling tried to hit Scott Childs going down the right sideline, and an excellent play by Milne as he caught the ball going over his head.
Milne caught that on his fingertips, and that was either a Bolivar victory or a Milne interception. He made a nice grab to reach for that right on the fingertips. A big interception for Portville, and now they can run out the clock and keep their winning streak alive of 2 games.
I'll tell you, if that ball was lofted a little bit, there was no contest. It was going to be a Bolivar touchdown. But Milne had the ball as a line drive, and it was an excellent play by Milne. So Portville will have the ball. 1:23, the clock running. They bring in number 80, McLaren, in tight. And now there's a delay of game penalty on Portville, which will stop the clock. And the clock is stopped with a penalty. McLaren comes in tight. Gunlaw wide to the right. 1st and 15, and the handout. Milne keeps the ball running wide, and he is stopped. And now a flag is thrown. He might have a late hit. Portville taking its time coming up to the line. We're under a minute to go now. The end's in tight. Milne with the ball, takes 2 steps back and drops down. 44 seconds to go, the clock running. It's 2nd down, and we'll just see Milne just going back and dropping on the ball, and they're going to take up a lot of time in that huddle.
This is the kind of game that makes a winning season. Brought to you by the Rosewood Rep.